what we're going to do is we're going to kind of bring it back to more of a reflective mode. So what I have right here is, this is an outline of a person. So, but he's kind of empty, if you notice. What I want each of you, take as much time as you need, but for the next 5 minutes, I want you to reflect and think about what word comes to your mind when you think of the word leader. And when you have that word, I want you to come and write it down on this person. So my word, I'm going to write is compassion. So I want each of you to brainstorm and reflect, and when you're ready, come up and grab a marker and write this on the board. What questions are there? Begin. All right, can someone share what word they wrote and why? Yes.
I did genuine because it's really hard to relate with someone if they're not like true to themselves, because then they can't really help you out. So that's important.
Yeah. What else? Can someone give me another example? Yes, in the back.
I wrote encourage just because like you have to have somebody there to like keep pushing you to do good things, or you're just gonna fall flat and
Yeah.
do anything.
One more.
I wrote good listener because they have to know what the person, what's going on, and they have to be able to listen.
I also like where you wrote that too, how you wrote it right in the ears, where we listen. I thought that was very cool to point out. All great reasons, like for these words, each of them represent a leader and represent how a leader should act, whether it's kind, be a good example, genuine. The word I wrote is compassion, and the reason I chose that was because when I think of that word, I think of my dad. And my dad is the biggest leader in my life. He is always there to help me. Over the summer, I was going through some tougher times, and he never left me. He was always there with me. He showed me compassion. He helped guide me, and he was always there to talk. He was inclusive, he had good intentions, and he was kind. And he was always there for me. Whether or not you realize it, each one of you represent this person. And I've seen it here today, watching you guys work on this workshop. Greta, whenever you were working with the tower and you were like boxing me out, you were encouraging others to keep going, and you were encouraging your team that like, I got it, you guys don't need my help. Desiree, you were genuine. Every time today, I always saw you working. You were always there to help, and I could tell that you wanted to get something out of it today. Skylar, you were enthusiastic. You always brought the energy to the team. You always kept going. You always were ready to work and try the next thing, even if that meant knocking down the other team's tower from time to time.
I sneezed, I'm sorry.
It's fine, it happens. Each one of you represent these things, and I want you to remember that. Wrapping up here today, can someone name the 3 things we learned? What did we learn about in the first activity?
That everyone on your team can bring something different to the group.
Yes, everyone has that capability to bring that aspect to the team. Whether they're a good listener, whether they can bring compassion, whether they can communicate to others. What about in group number 2, or in activity number 2? What did we learn in that one?
I thought we'll get knocked down, but that doesn't mean to stop.
Right. There's going to be times where people knock that tower over and tell you, you can't do it. I don't want your help. But you have to keep going. And what did we learn in our final activity today?
Tim McGraw said it best. Always stay humble and kind.
Yeah. What else?
No, retweet.
Retweet, yes. Yeah. Always stay humble and kind. Always know that you have these skills. You have these words. You have these characteristics. So wrapping it up today, what I want you guys to take away is whenever you go out and you work in your career, whenever you graduate, whenever, even in the next hour, know that you have the capability to make an impact. Not just with building a tower, or building marshmallow and toothpick towers, or writing something on the board. You have the impact to help others, and know that because you are genuine, you are inclusive, you're a good listener, and each of you have embodied that today. And I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to be here and teach you guys, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you.